This grocery store is absolutely off the charts. Welcome to Italy. The cheese aisle, the bread aisle, they have crackers. When's the last time they had crackers? The dairy aisle. I mean, I haven't even made it the produce and the meat section.
You're gonna flip out.
I'm gonna die.
You're gonna die.
But we need a bigger van. That's what I got figured out so far. There are so many cool foods here. This is like by far, like when we've entered into a new country, I'm always excited to go into the grocery store. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, you gotta eat at this restaurant. But I like going to the grocery store to see what locals eat, and I am off the charts excited about Italy. I can tell you that right now.
Curt, they have seafood section.
I need another cart. This is crazy.
We may have gone overboard. Curt could not contain his excitement. Did you find everything, Curt?
I found plenty.
We got too many groceries, buddy. We got too many groceries. We'll have to throw out your food to make more room for ours. Hey, Vanna. You smelling all the Italian grocery food? All right, Curt's about to start the masterpiece, getting it all put away. 4 hours later, Curt got all the groceries put away. Actually,
they all fit. It was tricky. It was like a puzzle.
Everything did fit. Vanna's on the dash. Curt is plugging in our next destination into the Google Maps. We've got about an hour and a half drive to our campsite. And for now, we are leaving the coast and we're headed up into the country.
The countryside of Italia. I'm excited.
Let's go see what we can find up there, guys.
In the town on the hill where the apples grow, the church bells ring every hour or so. I took a little walk just to see the ships coming in. The sun rose up right above the highway. Black, blue, red, yellow, golden skyway. It's like the day that you jump into the wind. I can't go back down to that water again.
I got you cappuccino, but I don't think it has any sweetener in it.
All right, our first Italian gas station coffee. You go first. Cheers.
It's pretty good.
There we go. Pretty good. All right, back on the road. We have conquered a new country's gas station system. Every time we cross the border, even in Europe, even though it kind of feels like you're just going from state to state, everything changes when you cross the border. Huge improvement on the grocery stores. How was the gas situation?
It's still almost $8 a gallon. I don't know if you told them, but
No, I didn't.
easy peasy, good coffee, nice and breezy. Back on these toll-filled toll roads.
We are going in and out and in and out and in and out some more of tunnels as we literally drive through these mountains instead of up and over them. Now, if you live here in Europe, I'm sure this is nothing new to you. But you have to remember, we have spent the past 3.5 to 4 years in Central and South America, where a tunnel is very, very rare and only used close to the big cities. Instead, we would be driving up and down and around all of these mountains you see all around us. And I was just joking and told Curt that this hour-and-a-half drive that we're on to our campsite up in the mountains in the country would probably literally take us 15 hours or so in the Andes Mountains. And he commented, and he's absolutely right, although these roads are smooth and great, we are missing a lot of the culture of these little towns. We are not getting to see the little stores and the kids coming home from school and what the farmers are growing in their backyards. We're missing that because we're up on this giant road that is either a bridge or a tunnel almost 90% of the time. So as much as we appreciate the good roads, although we don't appreciate paying so much to drive on them, there is an element that we are missing from South America, and that is getting up close and personal with the little rural towns. And maybe we'll figure out a way to do that, but while we're still figuring out our European plan and how to do this over here, right now it seems like we're stuck on these big roads sometimes. So after a beautiful drive up through the mountains away from the coast, we made it to some farmland, and we decided to come to this farm stay type place where the farm's kind of set up for campers. This is a really nice setup. We've come here for a couple days to get caught up on some video editing and just some basic logistical stuff. We'll be able to do some laundry here, and it's just a little bit nicer than a typical campground. Very peaceful. So during season, I believe they grow wheat or something here, and then out back it's either pear or apple orchards. Not growing very much today, but I think we might get really nice sunsets here. There's another couple here from Switzerland, and it's just a really nice place. There's a few trails, so I think the kiddies are gonna really like it here. We can walk back here to a little nature reserve where there's a creek where apparently people do some gold mining. So maybe some birds. They say there's deer and stuff, hares, badgers. Whether or not we'll see them, I don't know. So if we get lucky, maybe we'll find a little wildlife up here at this little farm where we plan on just relaxing for a few days. So with that, we will see you guys in the morning. We're gonna settle in and call it a night.
Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful sunny morning here in northern Italy. We're south of the Dolomites, kind of on the high plains. And today I'm excited because, well, we're at a farm stay. Snow found this beautiful place out in the middle of kind of the farmland here. But I am going on a walk to the nature preserve. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret. We've been here for a few days and just kind of settling in, relaxing. I've taken G-Money on many walks through here, and he loves the farm. I think he wants to be an Italian farm kitty. But I was talking to the owner. By the way, this is a beautiful, active farm with great facilities for us. There's electric, there's nice showers, laundry, washer and dryer, and yeah, everything we need. There's a kitchen, so it's got everything we need. It's really comfortable. We're going to be here for a few more days, but I haven't taken a walk by myself out to this nature preserve yet, so I wanted to go out here and see it. And the owner was saying that out here there's deer, of course there's bird, possibly pheasant, there's wolves, and he actually told me not to come out here at night. I think the evenings and mornings are okay, but in the middle of the night the wolves are, I guess, pretty aggressive. So who knows what we're gonna see. It's the nature, but we're gonna go have a walk and enjoy this beautiful crisp morning. All right, coming up over this hill, there's a big opening right here. And I think there's a river around here somewhere. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. Alright, snuck around this little draw here. See if we could see something down in these little deeper parts. I think the river's up to my left. I'll sneak around here, see if we can get up close to the river. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to see a badger or a squirrel or a rabbit or a pheasant or... along here, and I see what looks to be a game trail. See if you guys can pick it up. We'll just follow it down here to the water. There's 3 deer running through the forest. I doubt you got them. I doubt you could see them. I could see their white tails going through the forest. They were coming across here. So I am still definitely on this nature preserve trail, and it kind of comes up on a berm, and I'm getting a little bit closer to the river here. You can see it off to the left, and the sun's coming up, but it skirts around these farmers' fields right here. And I looked out there after I saw those 3 deer up in the wood, and out there across the fields I saw a bunch of deer, big herd of deer, and I was watching them for a while, and it was real quiet and still, and I had the long lens, so they were quite a ways away. But they just kept coming closer and closer and closer. And finally I was able to detect there was at least 1 buck. He had some little velveteen horns. I can't wait to see the video clip to see what it looks like, but it looked like 1 buck and a bunch of does. In any event, they came closer, I decided to make a little move to try to get even a little closer, and of course they instantly heard me, and then I started talking to you guys, and they ran off. I had already put my big camera away, but I got to see them running away with their big white bushy tails, their white tails, and well, they're out there kind of running around in the field now, a little bit spooked. But in any event, I peeled off on this trail. It said I had 3 kilometers more, and it looks like this is going to wrap around in the berm. I'm not even really sure where the farmhouse is. I kind of lost my bearings a little bit in all this. What a quiet and peaceful and beautiful walk along the river and through the little natural forest there, and even through these fields where we saw all the deer. All right, guys, I started cooking my stock a couple hours ago, and what I did is I cut up my vegetables, my leeks, my mushrooms, my onions, my peppers, carrots, all my veg, all my herbs, and made a nice stock. And then I made these nice pork shanks. So I got 2 big pork shanks in there. So if you look in here, it's full of meat. And then I have some Cusco, and that's going to make a nice variation of stuffing. And so that's kind of one of the things we got going on. Another thing, if you look over here, We got a couple baked potatoes, sweet potatoes. We got a couple more in the oven for our friends. We got a big old block of ham, and then we got a green bean casserole going on. So believe me, we are going to have a feast, and I think our guests made a cranberry dish as well. So a festive feast for us. Pork knuckle mock stuffing and the green bean casserole. A couple more sweet potatoes here. Ham's almost done in the oven, and we're almost ready to eat. All right, I told you guys we were gonna have some friends here today.
Yep.
This is Dave, and he is a fellow
Traveler people.
And well, we were doing Christmas villages through Christmas, so this was the earliest we could meet up. So it is late, but we are having a festive little meal. And not to be left out, this is Diane. A little ditty about Dave and Diane. In this case, you guys can go ahead and serve up your plates.
I am. I'm not shy. I'm
Yeah.
fixing my plate.
And Diane made this cranberry surprise.
Yeah, so guys, it is close to impossible to find cranberries anywhere over here where we are. So she found a recipe where you can use the dried ones. So we're gonna see how it turned out. But cranberries is my favorite holiday dish.
I mean, I don't really give a crap about anything else. I want the green bean. I'm here for the green bean
casserole.
And the green beans,
There's
it's
no cream of mushroom soup over here, but Curt does a good job.
Really good.
get into that stuffing. There's pork knuckle in there, so don't be shy. This is
This is round one. There you go. Now that's. You may be in the middle of Italy, but that's an American Christmas right there.
Yeah. You guys know that we can never get all the ingredients we need for a good homemade meal back from the States. Curt does a phenomenal job. We've now learned that Diane can do a phenomenal job too with dried cranberries because this is tasty.
Really good.
But what is the verdict on our couscous stuffing?
That actually, it feels like stuffing.
And
It does. It tastes like stuffing.
But it
If
also
you-
has the mouthfeel of
Yeah, but it has the mouthfeel of
Yeah,
stuffing.
yeah.
It's like stuffing.
It's like you're
It
eating
really
stuffing.
is stuffing.
Yeah.
And I love stuffing, and I'm a connoisseur of
Yes,
stuffing.
yes. So there we go, guys. We have done it again.
we're gonna be doing some stuffing.
Yes, it's time to do some stuffing. We'll be back later.
All right, we have a little festive cake here. Who's gonna tell us about it? What's the deal with
Well,
this?
this is a traditional Italian cake that they have for the holidays. Actually, they have it kind of year round, but it's always available in the holidays.
And they have different, but I seen it with like different stuff in it,
So they
right?
have it with fruit. I
We don't like it with the fruit.
So that's the panettone. This is a pandoro.
Voila! Looky there.
And the important part.
And the important
Oh.
part. Yes, that's the important part of this. The way you do this correctly, the Italian way, is to just pour that in.
Okay.
This is powdered sugar.
And with vanilla.
And cake.
With vanilla. With powdered sugar and vanilla flavoring.
Now this is not cake in a bag, guys. So don't confuse it with cake in a bag, because that's not what this is.
And then you basically do it like a shake and bake, but you turn it around and
With the lime and the coconut and shake it all up. Oh, look at there. Wow. Look at this, guys.
the old Italian grandmas do this better than we do.
Much better than I do. But it's close enough.
And this is lemon.
It's basically a lemon.
They're either
angel
lemon or
food cake.
vanilla if they don't have.
How do you
the-
cut it? You cut it just out like this?
Yep.
All right, here it is. So if you guys can see the texture, it is kind of like an
Almost
angel
like
food
that.
cake, a little spongy. You can see there, not quite as light and fluffy as an angel food cake, but the lemon cuts through and it's nice with the powdered sugar. It's a tasty cake. And I can tell you, David's on his second slice and he is professional.
And you ask, how do you eat it?
And we just had a big meal and I am stuffed and this guy is just inhaling this stuff.
And I am sure that you're supposed to eat it with like silverware and cutlery.
No,
Eating it with your hand is so much better. This is the best way.
He just like crumples it up in a ball and just look at this.
That's the
Yeah.
best way to eat it. Right there. The sugar is the best part.
Guys, this has been an amazing time just hanging out, sharing a meal, getting to know one another, trading travel stories. What a fun time. Speaking in English.
Yeah.
We understand each other. We understand the slang, jabbing at each other, cutting up, laughing. What a fun time. Thank you guys for meeting up with us.
Boy, thank you.
And thank you for hanging out with us. We really, really, really enjoy it.
And dusting you with powdered sugar.
So I think these farm stays are quite popular in Italy, and I think even in France. But this one's kind of unique. It's definitely an active farm. You can see some of the historic things up here, but this is all the different active farm machinery. Now, I showed you on my walk that they have a river, but they also do gold panning there. And so obviously it's closed down now. It looks like they get some pretty good groups together and they pan for gold down there by the river. They also have a bunch of rabbits, chickens, geese, and also, what are those little grouse things? Also, they have tons of farmland out here for different crops. I think they grow like wheat or rye or some kind of grains out here. I'm not really sure of all their farming activities, but this is definitely an active farm and it's super cool. Now, they have a big central farmhouse where the farmer and his family lives. They have come and go. They have this set up perfectly for camping. They have electrics. They have a couple showers, some really nice bathrooms, a kitchen, washer and dryers that we can use for free. And so all this, and I can tell you, it's been pretty active too. I'm not sure if they do events here or if they just have a lot of company. But what a fun place, what a comfortable place. Great nature walk. Really, really, really enjoyed our time here at this comfortable little farm stay.
After a few very nice, relaxing days there at the farm, about 20 minutes south of a city called Alessandria, we are rested up and ready to hit the road, so that is exactly what we are doing. While we were at the farm, we did some planning, and we have a really cool itinerary laid out for the next 4 to 5 weeks, which we will be spending in Italy. After that, we need to head out of the Schengen area over to Eastern Europe to reset our visas. But our next stop, which is about 2 hours away, is an incredible spot. It is actually a national park here in Italy, but it's not what you would think when you think national park, because it's actually 5 little towns nestled into the cliffside coastline of Italy, and it is called Cinque Terre. And I am so excited to get to this place. It has been on my bucket list for 6 years since we started planning our van life journey around the world. So that is where we're headed next. After that, we will continue south and inland a little bit, and we will take you through the countryside of Tuscany and the surrounding regions.
We're gonna go to Florence, right?
Yes, then we go to Florence, we'll see some city sights, and then we will drive south towards one of the most famous cities in the world, Rome. We will be taking you to Rome. But in between Florence and Rome, we have found some really cool hidden gems, all kinds of different stuff. Medieval villages, hot springs, vineyards, all kinds of amazing stuff we're going to show you as we drive south towards Rome.
We're going to be going to and taking you to some places that normal tourists don't go to.
Yeah.
So this is going to be not only surprising for us, but it should be a big surprise for you too.
Yeah, if you're new to our channel, which we've got quite a few new people that are popping on and joining the journey since we got over here in Europe, we love to find hidden gems that most tourists don't know about. But after Rome, we will head over towards the east coast of Italy, where we will go to a town called Bari, B-A-R-I, and we will hop on a ferry to head to Eastern Europe. So that is kind of the lay of the land for the next 4 to 5 weeks, guys.
We're on the clock.
And we are excited now that we have an actual plan in place. A few days ago, when we were driving north up to the farm, we went through a road with more tunnels than I think could be on any road ever in existence in the world. I'm sure that's not true, but there were a lot of tunnels. It was a very nice road, very modern, very new. We are taking a different road as we head south back down to the coast. And this road is called the Autostrada, right? Yep, Autostrada. And it is kind of an engineering masterpiece. It was built post-World War II in the 50s and may have gone a little bit into the 60s. I think it took a little over 8 years to build, and its main objective was to connect Milan, which is in northern Italy, all the way down to Naples, which is in southern Italy. Now, a bunch of engineers from here came over to the United States, did a little research, learned some of our techniques, and then came back and built this road. And its purpose was for economical growth, right, Curt?
Yeah, well, it used to take days to travel through these little mountain roads down through the south, and now all of a sudden you can do it in a couple hours. So it just had a huge impact on, you know, the economic situation for distributing goods and services throughout Italy. It was a multi-billion-dollar project, and at the time a massive undertaking. And really, to me, you know, us coming from a road building background, it's really impressive with all these bridges and tunnels that they were able to pull it off in 8 years. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it's a very curvy road. We just came down quite a bit in elevation, and it was quite curvy. They're doing a little maintenance on the road now, so the lanes are very narrow, but it obviously worked. The economic impact through these areas, you can see them. This is an industrial area, lots of thriving little towns, and gosh, what is it, 60 or 70 years later, it's still a major main thoroughfare through Italy. So, little road history there from the road construction nerds as we drive south back towards the coast. Now with that, guys, I think we're probably going to wind this video down. And we will see you in a couple of days from Cinque Terre, which is going to be epically amazing.
Off the charts, can't wait.
So, see you in a few days. Cheers, guys. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys.